आज ही डाउटनट ऐप डाउनलोड करें। डाउटनट पर होगा अब आपके सभी मैथ्स, केमिस्ट्री, फिजिक्स और बायोलॉजी डाउट्स का सफाया। बस अपने क्वेश्चन की फोटो खींचो, उसे क्रॉप करो और तुरंत वीडियो सोल्यूशन पाओ। डाउनलोड नाउ।
Statement 1. A bullet is fired and it hits a target. An observer in the same plane heard two sound. Okay, the crack of the rifle and the thud of the bullet striking the target. So at the same instant, basically at the same time they are trying to say, then the locus of the observer is a hyperbola where the velocity of the sound is smaller than the velocity of the bullet. Statement 1. Okay, so and the statement 2 is if the difference of the distances of the point P from two fixed points is constant and less than the distance between the fixed points, then the locus of the P is a hyperbola. Okay, let's make a rough diagram so that we can understand what they are trying to say. Let's consider there is a point P where from where this gun is shooted, and there is a point Q. We can consider this one as target, and we can take this point R where this observer stands. Okay, and when this bullet, or we can say when this gun fires, then it will take some time to reach this target of Q. Then this time we can consider T2, or this time where this observer hears this sound of a gun, we can take T1 time, which this observer take to listen the sound, hear this sound, and when this bullet touches the target, let's say it took T3 time. All right, so as we know, initial we can consider U as the velocity of sound, and we can consider V as the velocity of bullet. All right, so T1, basically T1 is the time which is like T2 plus T3, because the time which the observer took to hear the sound of the gun is the combination where when this bullet touches the target and then this observer listens the sound of this bullet when it touches the target. All right, that is why we are taking T1 is equals to T2 plus T3. So time is equal to distance upon speed, so distance is equals to PR upon initial velocity of sound, and T2 का distance is PQ and velocity is V, and T3 distance is QR and the velocity is U. So that is how we can simplify this, and we will get, so we will get PR upon U minus QR upon U is equals to PQ upon V. All right, so PR minus QR is equals to U dash upon V into PQ, or is equals to constant, because initial like velocity of sound upon velocity of bullet into the distance between gun and the target is constant according to the question. And then after that means this velocity of sound, which is U, is less than the velocity of bullet. Okay, because bullet ran faster than the velocity of sound. All right, so then we can easily say, if we are going to multiply this with the distance, okay, V into PQ, okay, then this U upon V into PQ is less than PQ. Okay, because the locus of R is, okay, let me tell you one more thing. This point is fixed, target is fixed, and this observer is also fixed. Okay, this gun point is fixed, not this observer, so this point is fixed, So the locus of R, we can easily say the locus of R is hyperbola. Locus of R is hyperbola, and the distance, we can take the distance between the difference between the distance and hyperbola is equals to, okay, the difference between the distance and focus is a transversal axis is less than SS dash. That is what we need to prove over there. Yeah, distance between the two fixed points and the locus of the P is a hyperbola. Thank you.
क्लास 6 से 12 से लेके नीट IIT JEE मेंस और एडवांस के लेवल तक 10 मिलियन से ज़्यादा स्टूडेंट्स का भरोसा। आज ही डाउनलोड करें डाउटनट ऐप या व्हाट्सएप कीजिए अपने डाउट्स 8400 400 400 पर।